okay. This is coming towards the end. I'm putting markings on. I've just managed to shift that.
Remember not to swear.
No.
Yes. Yes, remember not to swear.
The swastikas, for understandable reasons, come as two separate transfers that you have to link up. On top of that, the transfers have split a bit. I think they've been sitting and drying out or something, so they've been a bit fiddly.
Hasn't that been your experience before when you've got an old kit that the transfers have deteriorated?
Does. Yeah, it does fairly often. And at the moment, I'm putting on this stuff is comes in two parts. There's that one, which is a setter, and this one, which is
Mr. Mark setter, and Mr. Mark softener,
Japanese.
named after you.
Well, I'd like to think that, but I don't.
Just bottled especially for you, maybe.
But the one you put on, just paint onto the surface first before you put the transfer on. It's supposed to help the adhesion.
Right.
And then the other one softens the decal. So you use the setter first, you paint that on the surface, put the transfer on. You might put a bit more on top. But then, particularly if it's an uneven surface, you put this over the top. This softens the decal. And what's quite frightening is it all starts wrinkling up before it settles down. And the idea generally is that it then sets really tight down to the surface. So
like it's been absorbed a bit.
The transparent carrier film around the markings disappears.
Can you turn your green light out? It's flickering a bit.
And I've had to... Didn't have that letter in the transfer set, so I've had to make that out of another sheet of yellow. I've cut that out.
You're going to paint it,
I'm going to paint it in a bit just to even it up.
Right.
I'm going to have to wash it a bit. Once everything's dried, I'm going to have to wash a bit because you might be able to see all the odd bits of marking on the liquid surface. And these are huge. I think at that very early stage of the war, they had very big markings. A, to be able to see each other in formation, and B, so their own anti-aircraft wouldn't start firing at them. You know, around about the same time, British fighters particularly had one wing and the fuselage and the tailplanes in blue, duck-egg green, or duck-egg blue they call it, the other one in black for a while.
Why?
Well, because it was a recognition marking.
Oh, I see.
If you saw an aeroplane with one black wing, you didn't shoot at it.
Oh, right.
That was the theory.
So
this is from the sort of age of when they were being more aggressive and obvious and didn't give a damn what they looked like or so much, or whether they were obvious or not.
So you're beginning to feel relieved? Is it nearly all over?
Yes. Not my best model. You know, A, it's crude, and B, it's been a real struggle. But I'm sort of rather pleased I've managed to get it together, actually. And I'm turning a blind eye to the imperfections that I can't face actually doing anything about. Like, you know, these, what are these? Ailerons. Flaps, you know, that move up and down to control the airplane. They have little tabs on the back which you can see just represented there, to trim the airlines to be able to fly straight, whatever. They're absent on this, and I can't face having realised they're absent. I could have taken strips of plastic and stuck them on, and I just can't face it.
No.
And I'm going to be happy with this once it's finished. So once that lot's dried, a day or so, I've got pink markings to put on. Because I think did I say?
You said in the previous vlog that they have.
So over here I'll have two bright pink stripes and on this tailplane and rudder. The history of those is a bit limited. The book I've got describes, you know, the limitation is very patchy for that. They don't know whether specific formations had them both on the fin and rudder and the wing or not. Because some of the crashes where RAF intelligence were monitoring them, the wing might have been burnt. They don't know. They can't tell, or the wing didn't exist. One of these came down in London. There's a picture of a sentry standing guard over this part that came down separately with this specific marking across it, in black and white, of course. But the interpretation is that they were actually pink. Before pink became a girly colour.
What's those red bits on it? The red strip there?
Those are markings so that mechanics would walk over here while they're filling the fuel tanks and checking the oil. But those are marks to make sure they don't go beyond that.
Oh, I see. Oh. Well, okay. So the next vlog will be when it's all looking with the pink markings and looking very lovely and finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm looking forward to a complete contrast. A Edward, which I think are Czechoslovakian models. They do beautiful models.
Do you want to show us a picture, the box
of detail
of it? I'll pause this whilst you look for the box. Right. Okay, so this is an F6F3 Hellcat. Made by Edward.
Edward, which I think, Czechoslovakian. They make some beautiful models. The surface detail is magnificent, fine, delicate. There are thousands of tiny parts. They locate with each other really well. They're a complete contrast to the Dornier.
Good.
Very crude kit.
And that's going to be your next kit.
Yeah.
Once you finish the Dornier.
I'm looking forward to doing a blue aeroplane. Because it's dark blue on the top surfaces, mid blue on the sides, and white underneath. And this particular one will have these big teeth markings on it, which are rather fun. Painted on at unit level.
Okay, that will do.
Right.
Thank you very much for your time.